Hi guys, welcome back. In today's video, I have for you the latest OPI release. This is their winter slash holiday collection for 2022. And OPI sent these to me for review. So let's get into them. There are 12 polishes plus 3 additional. So sometimes they do this as extras, you know? Now, before we keep going, I want to share with you guys what I'm wearing. On my right hand, I am testing Dazzle Dry finally. So it's a little bit worn out because I've been wearing it for a bit. And on my left hand, I'm wearing a 9-0 lacquer polish called USA. Also, one thing to keep in mind for color accuracy, take a look at the picture, not the video. The video is more for the formula and how it applies and all of that. And that's it. Let's get into them. One thing I want you guys to keep in mind for this video is my kids are playing volleyball outside next to my window and they're just doing their thing. So if you hear anybody scream in the background, everything's fine, okay? They're just playing. The first one's called Go Big or Go Chrome. And I see here a plain silver metallic. It has a pretty good formula. It was a 2-coater for me. I don't think I would want to wear this one at 1. At 2, it was pretty good. This is usually not my favorite thing to wear, but when it comes to quality, it has good quality. There's no complaints here about how this polish performed for me. Up next, we have the Pearl of Your Dreams. And this one has a jelly base. Very good formula. It's like a foily blue. Again, not my personal favorite, not my favorite type of polishes, but I do have to say that these types of blues that have like funky finishes, OPI has done a couple of them. They haven't been my favorite. This was one of my favorite from that style of funky shimmery blue that they've been doing. This one was okay. It has an actual pretty foil, which is that I don't usually wear foily polishes, but this one's a pretty one. And like I said, the quality was great. The formula was good. I have no complaints. If you like this type of polish, it's gonna be good for you. Next up, we have TEALING Festive. This is just honestly one of the most beautiful things. This is a 1-coater for me on my nail length. I can see it being a 1-coater for most of you, because if you have longer nails, you just grab more on the brush, but the pigmentation on it is fantastic, which also leads you into, it's a teal, highly pigmented. It could stain you. It didn't stain me, but I haven't worn it. I just swatched it. So I will plan for it to be a stainer and just do 2 coats of base coat. Overall, it's fantastic. It's just so beautiful. It's like a mermaid at Christmas, because it does have like mermaid vibes, but also holiday vibes. So I was joking that it's like a mermaid, during Christmas. So anyways, gorgeous, gorgeous. Up next, we have Decked to the Pines, and this one's more of a pearly finish. So you do see some streaks on it. It is a gorgeous color. Now you guys know I'm not usually thrilled about the streaks of the pearly finish, but the opacity was fantastic. I got amazing coverage at 1 coat. I still did 2 just because I had a little bold spot, but very beautiful polish. Just kind of like borderline metallic to pearly, but I would say it's more on the pearly side because of those streaks, right? But the color is fantastic. I think is actually a very unique color for OPI, I gotta say. Up next, we have Rhinestone Ready, and this one had a fantastic formula. It was very opaque. It has a jelly base, but it's super opaque, and it does have kind of like that foily finish, but in red. It doesn't feel as foily as the blue, but still there's some foily feeling going on there. I feel like if you do one somewhat thicker coat, you can get away with 1 coat. But otherwise, just plan for 2. They're gonna be super easy. It's a very nice holiday party red. It feels very like happy, Up next, we have Feeling Berry Glam, and this one is just a ridiculously good formula. Ridiculously good. Like, it's a 1-coater from heaven. Like, I have nothing to say. My notes are like blank. It's just like, wow, it is so good. That's it. That's all I gotta say. It is going to give you vibes of other colors that they have released recently. So I will be doing comparisons as shorts here on my YouTube for all these polishes. Well, the ones that make sense. Some of them I don't have anything, but something like this, I definitely do have some things to compare to. So we'll be seeing some comparisons on my shorts. Up next, we have Charmed, I'm Sure. And this was kind of like a weird formula because I was like, okay, it's a jelly base, but it's almost as if you mix a jelly with like a very light pearly finish. It's kind of weird. It built opacity for me in 2 coats. The formula was nice. It's not that the formula wasn't nice. The formula was nice and it was smooth and all of that. But I don't know. It feels a little different. I don't know how to explain it very well. I don't know if anybody can help me in the comments. But yeah, the best I can describe it as like if you mix a jelly with a pearl, but it's a good formula. Like, it's not bad. Anyways, that's all I got for this. It was a beautiful color. I have no problems with it. Just noted that it was interesting. All right, up next we have Pink, Bling, and Be Merry. It's a jelly base with a shimmer. It's a good formula. It has the 2-quarter opacity at my nail length. It's whatever. I have nothing to say. If you like the color, the formula and the quality is good. I just really couldn't care less about this color. It's like, I don't know. It feels like kid polish to me. When you apply it, it's like whatever. Like something you will find like, I don't know where, because I don't buy kid polish, but it just doesn't feel like anything. It's whatever. I don't know. You can feel my excitement on this one's like not there. Now, all the lack of excitement that I have for the previous one, I have a lot of excitement for this one. I really, really like this one. I think the combination of the very soft pink with the golden shifty shimmer going on, plus some other like pink and silver, micro glitters that it has going on is very beautiful. I built opacity for this one in 2 coats. Formula was normal good. It wasn't like the most badass formula, but it wasn't bad. It was just regular good. But it's such a gorgeous color, and I don't have anything like this from OPI in my collection. I am very excited about this color. I really, really like it. Up next, we have Snow Holding Back, and this one is a sheer base with a gold shimmer that almost feels foily. The shimmer feels a little bit foily. However, it's beautiful. Now, you can still kind of see some nail line even after the second coat, but maybe I did them too thin. But I don't know, like depending on how long your nails are and how strong the nail line is, you might not be able to build opacity in 2. I think you're most likely not gonna be able to build it in 2, but maybe not even in 3. I don't know. You guys should try this one over white. I tried this on my live, and I really like the way it kind of like spices up the white. It gives it like a little glistening thing, like when the sun hits the snow. You see that glistening thing. Maybe it's not that yellow, but you guys get what I'm saying with the glistening. And then if you put it over black, you lose all the white and you just see the golden shimmer. So anyway, it's an interesting one. I really like it. And I encourage you guys to use this one as a topper sometimes. Just play with it. Up next, we have Slay Bells Bling. And this one's a pearly type of gold. It is not the worst pearl you could actually find, I just really, really love the color. I feel like they did a little bit of a twist on the regular gold that they do for the holidays. And they kind of burned it. So it feels like a burnt gold. Almost like a caramelly type of metallic. Is unique for an OPI. Actually, it's unique to my collection, I think, a little bit. And I really, really like the color. Now, again, it is a pearly finish, so I'm not particularly like the most thrilled about that. But I like the color so much, and it is not that bad of a pearl finish that I think I'm gonna accept this one into my heart, So, anyways, it's a similar formula than the Decked to the Pines, this one. The other one. They have a similar formula. Once you apply it on the nail, they feel about the same. So, up next we have Bring Out the Gems, and this one was almost perfect for me at 1 coat. I think I did it a little bit thicker at 1 coat, and it was fine at my nail length. So that's a mouthful to just say it has a fantastic formula. At most, you're gonna need maybe 2 to build it up, but it's a fantastic shimmery, like blackened red, I would say. It doesn't feel as shimmery as it feels metallic. And sometimes I'm not even sure what's the difference between a pearly finish and a metallic finish, because when you look at them, you can still see like the same types of streaks. But then I feel like when they're dark, we call them metallics because you can barely see the streaks. You see more of a color. And when they're light, you see the streaks a little bit more. That always confuses me a little bit. I don't know what you guys think about that. But anyways, it has that type of like shimmery metallic thing. But I also see lines in there if you look closely. But I don't want to call it a pearl because it's not annoying. Anyways, fantastic. This one's good. I rambled a lot, but this is a very good one. It just has those properties that sometimes confuse me. All right, now we have the first of the 3 extra polishes in the collection. This one's called Pop the Bubbles. And I am showing it on my swatch picture at 1 coat because I wanted you guys to see how much glitter you get on the first coat. And I didn't do any glitter placement at all. So I feel like the payout on the brush is very good without trying too hard. So I just wanted to show you guys that if you can imagine, just add more coats, you start to get more glitter all around. And if you wanted to sponge it in, you're gonna get on your nails exactly what you see here in the bottom. I do have a video on how to sponge glitter. I'm gonna link it up here in the cards. But anyways, it's a very beautiful topper. And you can see in there, there's like silver hexagons? Yeah, hexagons with like gold glitters. So that's what it's in there. Up next, we have OPI, and it's a play on words, OPI'M a gem. And I'm showing this one at 2 coats. I don't think it's a good polish to wear on 1 because it's streaky. The base is a black jelly base that you need to build it up. Now on 2 coats, it looked perfect for me. And it has like silver hexagons in there and silver glitters. But also I think there's like a blue micro glitter in there. And I hope I'm calling it the right term. I don't know if it's I don't think it's a shimmer. I think it's a micro glitter. So anyways, people that are good at this kind of like descriptions, let me know if I'm off. But yeah, that's what feels like it's in here. I think it might be hard to remove because there's a bunch of glitters in there, so just plan for that. But it's very unique, especially for mainstream, and I actually really like this one. And up next we have I Pink It's Snowing, and I think this is like either magenta or fuchsia jelly base. I always confuse those two. I never know which one's magenta and which is fuchsia, but you guys are seeing it. It's showing pretty accurate here on camera. There are the same silver hexagons in here and silver glitter that are in the others. But then this one has a pink micro glitter, which is the same color as the base, but you can see it. Another one that's not really good at 1 coat, but it's actually better at 1 coat than the black. But you know, if you just do 2 coats, it's gonna be perfect, builds up super nicely. Just plan for 2 coats, very good. It's also gonna be hard to remove. All the last 3 glitters that I showed you, this one and the previous 2, are gonna be hard to remove. There's glitter in them, so just again plan for that. All right, these are my top 3, and we have TEALING Festive, we have the Mary and Ice, and the Bring Out the Big Gems. I love these. I will be wearing them. Now, honorable mention, just the finish, it's kind of like not my thing, but I really like the tone of this gold, and then the formula on this one was absolutely fantastic. So honorable mention to these 2. And then my least favorite is probably this guy. It's like, I really don't care for it. And I also probably don't care for this one. And I also don't care for this one, and I don't care for this one. The rest are fine. So anyways, thank you so much guys for coming to my review. I hope you like this one. Be on the lookout for comparisons on my shorts. And that's it. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.